Hello and welcome to That's Football. Real Madrid 3, PSG 1. A victory for football, a victory for Ronaldo versus Neymar. And I'm just looking at the live comments there, and Arsenal going for top says, if Real Madrid win another Champions League, the competition is a joke. I think if PSG win a Champions League, the competition is an absolute joke. I mean, this is a club, they're just the French Man City. They've just bought success. It's nothing to do with history or revenue. They've just got a very rich owner who's done what I would say are things I don't agree with. Some would say immoral, cheating. You know, they've got Mbappe on loan, Neymar for £200 million, just ridiculous amounts of money that they cannot afford. That is because of their rich owners. And tonight was Real Madrid, a club with real history, against a club that is just bought, and I'm really pleased that Real Madrid won. The tie's not over. They've still got another game in Paris, and it could turn around, but the reality is it was a proper team against a bunch of mercenaries, and that's what it looked like. I mean, I look at Mbappe at Monaco last year, an exciting young talent, and I looked at him at PSG today, and he still looks that exciting young talent. But he's not in a team that's built on, you know, Monaco last year, they hardly have any fans. There was a real morale, a real purpose, a real great set of players. PSG, yeah, they might have the fans and they might have the big, you know, the big money that they can pay the player. But it just looks like a team that's been put together. It doesn't feel like it's got any spirit and the French league's very, very poor. I was very pleased Real Madrid won today, and I'm not the biggest Real Madrid fan out there at all. I think some of the things they've done over the last few years have annoyed me, but I was very pleased that they won today. Ronaldo, look, the Ronaldo versus Messi argument is totally futile. You might like Messi, might like Ronaldo, you might just appreciate them both, but the reality is there's a lot of people on social media tonight when Ronaldo was missing chances saying he's finished, he's not great anymore. And the reality is, who came out on top? Ronaldo or Neymar? Ronaldo. For all the chances he missed and everything, he keeps going. His self-belief, his class is not even world class. Him and Messi are on a universe class. They're on a different level to your Neymars and anybody else who wants to pretend that they're on that level. They're not. There's only one winner. And I think there'll only ever be one winner in Ronaldo versus whoever, unless it's Messi. He will always win because his belief, his talent is he'll just keep going. And people are saying, oh, he gets loads of chances at Real Madrid. Benzema gets loads of chances at Real Madrid. He doesn't put them away. Ronaldo puts them away because he is beyond anybody else, and he will always win. People will knock him, and he will always win. And Ronaldo, when it really mattered, came up trumps for Real Madrid today. That PSG team should be going toe to toe with Real Madrid. When you look at the players they've got in their team, that front three is arguably better than the front three that Real Madrid had today. Their midfield, I don't think it's better than Real Madrid's because I think Kroos, Modric and Casemiro are the best midfield three in the world. But they have the facilities, they have the players, and they didn't come out on top. Real Madrid did, and I'm really pleased that they did. But Ronaldo, you can't question Ronaldo. You cannot question him. He is just on another level, and so is Messi, and they deliver. They deliver. Most times when he's required, they will deliver. And again, we've had four Champions League games so far, and the two that we've all been watching really. Juventus Spurs last night was a great game, and Real Madrid PSG was just a fantastic game to watch, and that's what we need. And we're only in that first group knockout stage. The quarterfinals are going to go off. I mean, fair play. Liverpool beat Porto, but Porto are rubbish. The Portuguese league is rubbish, much like the French league really. And but Liverpool are in the quarterfinals, Man City are in the quarterfinals. That's two English clubs. I think English clubs look very, very good. You'd expect Spurs have got a very good chance of getting through Juventus. Manchester United, Sevilla, as a United fan, I don't want to tempt fate. We should be getting through that, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as some people think. And I do think Chelsea will be the club to fall, but if we can get four clubs into the last eight, that's a brilliant turnaround for English clubs who've been in the wilderness recently. And you know what? I do think that from what I've seen so far, I do think that Man City are in. It's Man City, Real Madrid, or PSG or Barcelona for me. I think Real Madrid will put PSG out now, and I'm very pleased about that. I didn't want them to win it. Would be funny to see PSG get knocked out, says Nigel Reed. Ronaldo isn't even close to Mo Salah, says Owen Reed. Might be a Liverpool fan who's a bit drunk. Fair play. The one thing I would say and I don't want to make this about Manchester United because I'm a Manchester United fan, but Mourinho and United didn't even play this week, and I think the pressure's heaped on him without us even playing because the football that Spurs especially away to Juventus. That was the most. I know City and Liverpool have battered Basel and Porto respectively, but the result from Spurs yesterday to go to Turin and to play such good possession football. I saw them doing it at Anfield a couple of weeks ago as well. I think Spurs were the most impressive, but Liverpool and City did really well as well. And that's the thing, and that's why the pressure's heaped on Mourinho and United now, because United aren't playing that way. And Spurs, Liverpool and City, in all fairness, are playing fantastic football. Kieran says Liverpool could win it. They could, but so could United. Let's not get carried away with Liverpool. I still think they've got a crap goalkeeper and a suspect back four. And I don't think their midfield's good enough. Their front three is as good as anything out there at the moment. We all know that, but I can't see Liverpool winning it. They can win it. I'm not going to say they won't win it, but I don't think they will. Real Madrid, ultimately, class and squad depth showed from the bench, says George Kyle. Well, anybody who's been watching me on this will know that I've said that I think Real Madrid will win it again. Even when they've been playing rubbish, I think Real Madrid will win it again because they've won 2 in a row. They've not been great this season. They're not going to win La Liga, so it's all eggs into one basket. And that squad focused, they win it. They're back-to-back Champions League winners. It's not like they're a bunch of strangers. Real Madrid, if they get through PSG, they're going to be very, very difficult to stop. In fact, I think Real Madrid's biggest problem would probably be an English club, because I've seen Real Madrid come to England before and just get lost in the moment. And the trouble with the Liverpool and Man City is they could put 3 or 4 past you very, very quickly. So interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. Jared says Liverpool are built to compete in tournaments like this, but let's not forget, even if they get to the final, they'll lose, because that's what Klopp does. Liverpool won't win the Champions League, especially with that chocolate fire guard event, said Jamie. It's Barcelona or City at top form can beat Madrid, says Chrisia Prince. Man United have attacking players than Liverpool, but Liverpool have an attacking team, says Lukaku the GOAT. Asensio made the difference when he came on. Class, says Kev McGee. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't use him as much, but this is the thing. People think that Real Madrid don't have a great set of players, and I think I did a video on the United stand tonight about Kroos maybe coming to Manchester United, because I think that can happen. Because what I know for a fact is going to happen at Real Madrid this summer. Even if they did the stupid thing is, Real Madrid are a club in crisis. They are. It's a fact. They're a club in crisis. Their fans aren't happy. Zidane's job is in danger. They want to make some big signings in the summer and rejuvenate that side because of what's happened in La Liga. Because that's important to them, that they're getting absolutely tanked by Barcelona. But they've still got a great chance of winning 3 Champions Leagues in a row. And they'll still then, in the summer, go through a massive overhaul because of what's happening in La Liga, because that's important to them. But even so, Real Madrid didn't really do much last summer, but they've still got Asensio, Isco, Bale, Ronaldo, Benzema. That midfield 3 is fantastic. And then the back 4's good. I mean, Marcelo's such a good left back. He is such a good left back. And then they've got Ramos, and Varane is fantastic. So they've got so much strength in that side, so much strength in it. This Real Madrid is like the Barca team from 2009, but their age is catching up with them, says Jonathan Santiago. Look, I've said this so many times to you. I watched El Clasico just before Christmas. Real Madrid played Barcelona off the park in the first half. They just didn't score. It went in 0-0. Barcelona had a kick up the arse, and then they came out and destroyed them in the second half. So it could have been very, very different. Real Madrid can't win 3 Champions Leagues, says Arsenal going for top 4. It'd be very hard, but we'll see. Jay Day says, a very good point, bringing it back to PSG. Unai Emery is a joke manager anyway. Who are they going to go for? They've already had Ancelotti, so I think he's free, so they won't have him. Who are they going to go for? If they want to play really good football, I'd laugh if Pep walked out of Man City to go to PSG. Mark, I get my football intelligence from you, says Fortune. Well, that's a worrying thought. Who would you rather have at United, Kroos or Wijnaldum? Owen Reed, is that a serious question? Kroos is the best midfielder in the world. City only beat Basel. They won't beat Madrid, PSG or United, says Josh Mills. I hope so. And Fortune says that investment and what PSG spent on Neymar and Mbappe looks pretty embarrassing if they were to be knocked out of the round of 16. Their manager will be sacked. To be honest, this Real Madrid versus PSG is the Game of Thrones, because whoever loses, their manager gets sacked. If Zidane got knocked out, he's definitely sacked because of what's happening in La Liga. If PSG get knocked out, he's definitely sacked because they expect better than the last 16. It was always going to be the Game of Thrones. Lukaku the GOAT, are you starting to get a bit annoyed with Jose? I'm not for this channel. I'm not going to talk about Give me 220 million to spend on a player and I'll win you the Champions League, says the BMW Jacob. I agree. And they do need, PSG need new management by far, says Martial Madness. I think everybody can see that with PSG. They've got all the money, but they haven't yet got the manager. They did with Ancelotti. I think they were a little bit quick getting rid of him. But they need a better manager than that. They're going to get a better manager than that. It's like Man City when the Sheikhs came in at Man City. Mark Hughes, regardless of results, was always on borrowed time, and every manager is, and that's what these big rich billionaires do, because it's a play toy. So they don't want to do anything for long. You're either instantly successful or you're not. He will be gone. Emery will be gone if PSG get knocked out by Real Madrid, which I think they probably will do now. Who will they go for next? There isn't a lot of high-profile managers out there. They might fancy Zidane. French hero. Zidane would be my pick, to be honest. I doubt it would be Mourinho. I think they'd like Pep, but aren't Man City and PSG are they owned by the same club, same owners anyway? Isco was absolutely incredible, says George Kyle. Ball retention and passing was unreal. Look, I can't wait for that second. The thing is, already we've done 2 watch-alongs on this channel: Juventus versus Spurs, Real Madrid versus PSG, and I can't wait for those second legs already. And we've still got Barcelona, Chelsea, United, Sevilla to come. So, you never know. I think Roma Shakhtar is an interesting one, and Bayern Besiktas is interesting because I just want to see. I've heard a few people have said to me Bayern Munich will win this Champions League, and I like Bayern Munich, but I just think they're nearly men. They're the Spurs of the Premier League. They're like great team, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. So I'm looking forward to see what Bayern Munich do. But them quarter-final ties are going to. I mean, these are brilliant. I keep saying this. These ties are brilliant. The quarter-finals, the semi-finals. It's going off like a bottle of pop. Can't wait. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And get involved with That's Football. We've got lots and lots of content coming up for you. We'll be back tomorrow with... What we got for you tomorrow? Oh, we've got a top 5 video for you going up on the channel tomorrow. So keep an eye up for that. Probably put it up early afternoon. Daily content on That's Football now. Get involved. We've got watch-alongs as well. Thanks everyone for watching. Speak to you all soon.